first things first, I've got to prep this. I've got some of this, I don't know how you say that, sugru, mouldable glue. This is basically, because when I when I attach the cable, God, Jesus Christ, the packet's been sealed by this glue. When I attach the cable, the charging cable from the bike, into there, there's quite a bit of a gap left, so I'm going to try and seal around that with some of this stuff. So, clean your hands, cut open the full pack, roll the sugar in your hands, squidge it into something, use toilet roll to clean your hands, leave it for 24 hours and it will turn into rubber. So, there it is. Actually, I don't want to use all that, so I'm just going to take a bit of it. Jesus, it stinks. Absolutely stinks. So, roll the sugar in your hands, squidge it into something. So that's attached. So I'm going to try and get as much of it in here as possible, but without covering the lights, which is easier said than done. Try and get a bit of a seal on there. So as best I can, so that's now hopefully contained. Put it over there so it's not getting into my seat. Move all this stuff out of the way. Save that for a later day. So that's there. Right, seat off. All the while looking for somewhere where I can put the box that looks fairly clean, waterproof, and it's going to protect it from from the elements and also from people seeing it. I've got a couple of ideas. Maybe I've got one tucked up underneath that there, underneath that. What is that? Is that an air intake? I've got, yeah, so maybe down there. Or at the side, because obviously it's got to be near. It's got to be near the air. I might even route it underneath this wire and put it behind a rear plate here, which I'm taking off later because I've bought a top box. So I might fit it and then run the cable there and work out where to put it in there. Yeah, that might be an idea. Okay, so I've got my wires ready. At the same time of putting that on, I'm going to put my Optimate connection straight on and then lay it over there. So if I want to plug my battery, I have to take my seat off. I can just take the back bit off and put it straight into there. Yeah, so no crocodile clips and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do as well. So battery terminal off. So I've got two things to add while I'm going to add the GPS charger, but also I've got an Optimate plug that I'm adding to my battery as well. Just to save me having to clip onto the battery, I'm going to put the plug under my seat here, so next time I need to do it there. But I've run the cable down there and come up the side of the battery. I don't want to put too much pressure on it, because you can probably tell these wires for the GPS charger are quite what's the word? Shit. They're quite thin, quite worrying. Yeah. So connect it back up now.
I suppose the worrying thing is they could have picked a black connector for that, couldn't they? could have been. Wouldn't have taken much, would it? Okay, we're earthed. Get the live one also. Try and get it so might refuse from alternators. Not trapped by connecting this to the battery. Okay, so they're both connected.
Cover that up as best we can. Now it's a case of hiding this stuff. And I reckon the charging unit will sit quite well there. Like I said, I'm going to put the device actually under there. But before I do that, I'm going to test it. So if I leave that there, I'll go and get my phone and send it a message. Hunter! Dog's gone mad. Oi! Come here! Get in there! Come on! Come on! No, I have to protect the chickens, you have to protect my bike. See? Oi! Hunter! This orange thing here. Protect this. This is your job. Look after this. Nothing else. Okay, so that's where it is there. Don't know if you can see, but I'm in my shed. Oh, by the way, look what I bought this for Jessica, for her. She does these blogs to camera, and I thought I might use it for this. Look at that setup. All to fucking add a all to add a blinking GPS tracker. What a setup. Right, so I'm in my shed and I've got a roof on my head. So let's see if this works. I'm gonna ring the Triumph. See what happens. It should hang up on me. Good. Happy with that. That worked. Should get a text message if it's working. There you go. Text message, messaging, 2 messages, Triumph Tiger, bunk. With a location on, VA, so it's getting satellite. And that's where it is, right. So I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to see if I can fit it under there. I'll just put it under there for now, and when I do my put it there. That's what maybe a good test is, to put my seat back on and then test it again, see what happens. Let's call it again. Call the bike again. busy as I expected. Text from the Triumph. So that worked. Let's go back to the message. So what I think I need to do is batteries at 100% on both of them because we're connected. Before I fitted this, I put my bike on the Optimate to make sure the battery was A1. It spent no time at all in there before the Optimate said it was top condition. So there's nothing wrong with that battery, and we'll just see how it works, because I'm finding it difficult to get out because I've been giving so many jobs by the long-haired general. Right, so tomorrow I'm fitting my top box, so this is coming off tomorrow. So what I'll do then is I'll find a place to put this properly, and also by that time this rubber will have sealed, so that should be a good seal. So I'll find somewhere for that to go, and I'll cable tie it all in. I might do something with my Optimate cable, but I think that's probably as good a position as any for that cable to live, so I can charge it if I need to. I'll leave that there. Yeah, I think that's as much as I can do, but that's the Streetwize GPS fitted. And unless you knew what these wires were, I don't think you would know that one of these things in. I might see if I can hide this box somehow, somewhere. See where I can put it. I might be able to plastic tie onto there, or there might be a case for it to go in there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. More than happy. Brilliant.